Breaking on 4 News Now. Get out now. That's the message to anyone living in Medical Lake and the surrounding area because of a fast-moving wildfire. We have team coverage tonight from the fire line.
Strong winds aren't doing fire crews any favors, allowing this fire to spread quickly and filling our air with even more wildfire smoke when conditions are set to improve.
You're watching 4 News Now at 6. It has been growing all day and bringing smoke and fear along with it. This is a live picture from our downtown sky cam of that massive smoke plume from a wildfire that is burning and fast moving west of Spokane, right near Medical Lake. And live during our 5 o'clock newscast tonight, we saw the devastation firsthand. What you're looking at here is a home on Granite Lake burning, and we know many other structures have been lost at this hour. Crews ordered everyone living near Medical Lake, Granite Lake, and Silver Lake to evacuate for exactly this reason. And this fire absolutely blew up this afternoon. We have a lot to get to tonight, not just this fire, but 2 others growing in the heat and the wind across the inland Northwest. We hope that you're safe tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. We start with the newest information on this rapidly developing story. All right, take a look at your screen. This is what we know right now. The Gray Fire started early this afternoon and has already burned 3,000 acres. The evacuation zone started with the town of Medical Lake and has quickly spread west to Interstate 90. We know homes and other structures have burned, but we don't know how many. And just in the last half hour, DOT closed I-90 in that area. And you can actually see the traffic cameras right here. Well, it looks like things are changing rapidly, but we have seen the traffic cameras with quite the backup west of Medical Lake from Tyler to 4 Lakes. Drivers can use 904 as a detour, but if you don't need to be out in that area tonight, just avoid it so emergency crews and evacuees can get through it safely. This fire has jumped Granite Lake and Silver Lake and is moving fast in crowning trees and on the ground. People have evacuated to Cheney High School and other locations tonight as fire crews race to get the flames under control. We have a look at current evacuation orders that are changing by the minute as well. Everyone living in the area shaded in red needs to get out now. Again, that includes the entire city of Medical Lake. And if you're in the general area and don't feel safe, the Department of Natural Resources says evacuate now. Just leave. If you are feeling that way and you are east of this fire, it is a better idea to just leave before you get that evacuation order while you can safely. We have team coverage tonight on this breaking story, and we begin with our Bronte Siratsky live.
Yeah, I'm right by Eastern State Hospital. I was telling you guys in the 5 o'clock, there is ash everywhere here. There is smoke. You can see it behind me, all the smoke coming from the ground. Just trying to drive over here, there were down power lines, one that I even almost drove into. So if you are in this area, I mean, the biggest thing is to get out, but also to be careful. I'm actually here right now with someone who helped people evacuate. Aaron Golling, thank you so much for being here with us. Can you tell me about what you saw when this fire broke out? Because you work nearby.
So I was here working and helping a customer load a vehicle. Looked up, saw the fire, immediately jumped in and called people, said, where do we need buses, where do you need me to help? Jumped in a van and ran over to Lakeland to help move patients out of there, and we're here now.
What were you feeling while this was happening? I mean, it seems like this grew so fast.
Oh, it gave me adrenaline, so I was moving quick and loving it.
You helped so many people. This is really an amazing thing that you did here. You know, what was all just going through your head?
And going through my head was helping getting patients moved and to safety. So.
Well, thank you so much. That is amazing work that you're doing, especially just with how, I mean, you can see how smoky it is here. Just helping get people to safety is huge. Thank you so much for sharing your story. For now, reporting live near Medical Lake, Bronte Siratsky, 4 News Now.
Bronte, thank you. Difficult to hear her with the wind that these fire crews are facing tonight. We are also watching another fire burning in North Spokane County. It's happening in Elk, and a lot of you have called into our newsroom about this fire. It started off of Oregon Road, and people in the area northeast of Darknell Road and Friediger Road all the way to the county line are being told to get out right now. This fire near Elk is at least 2 acres, and we're not sure of a cause at this time, but winds are helping to drive it as well. Crews have ordered the community of Winona to evacuate because of a fire burning there. Now, Winona is in Whitman County on the Palouse. The state is now sending resources to cover this fire as well. And smoke from these fires now starting to impact some flights inbound to Spokane International Airport. One Alaska flight from Boise is being diverted back to Boise for the time being. Alaska flights coming in from Seattle and Portland are being delayed by an hour or 2 right now. We're keeping an eye on the airport. Fire conditions, again, changing by the minute. We are keeping our updates here on our newscasts and online. Be sure to download the 4 News Now app and turn on push notifications for the very latest information and all of the fires that are in our area sent straight to your phone. If you need to evacuate, you can stay up to date wherever you are. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker now. And Chris, current weather conditions, really just the worst case scenario for some of these fire crews, allowing this fire to spread quickly and making it difficult to fight.
And I wish I had better news in that regard, but we have not seen any sign yet of these winds letting up. In fact, we do have a challenge coming up, and meteorologist Matt Gray will be talking about this with a wind shift that we are going to be experiencing here in the next few hours. But let's take a look at our current wind gusts around the region. It is still 30-mile-per-hour winds in Spokane. We're starting to see a little bit of a more northerly tilt to our winds. Again, we'll be talking more about what that means in just a minute. But right now, Fairchild Air Force Base is our closest reliable sensor to Medical Lake. 24-mile-per-hour gusts with 15-mile-per-hour sustained winds out of the west, and that is what has been driving this fire. And we've had wind gusts in the 30+ mile-per-hour range, so I suppose we're making a little bit of progress, but this windy weather is really a worst case scenario with single-digit relative humidity. It is dry, it is hot, it is windy. It is the perfect storm in terms of fire weather danger. Here's a look at how our winds are going to evolve tonight. Here's 8 o'clock tonight, 13-mile-per-hour winds, but still looking at gusts in the 16-mile-per-hour range. And you will notice as we get into the evening, the winds die down, but they also start tilting to, or they'll be coming more from a northwesterly direction, and that could have big implications for this fire's behavior. And that's where meteorologist Matt Gray picks up our storm team coverage. He is going to explain what that means for residents in Medical Lake. Matt.
Thank you, Chris, very much for that. And we will take a look here now at the radar. And, well, we can see a few things here. Number one, because of all the smoke in the air, we can actually see this shift in the winds. It's this blue line that just moved through Newport, Loon Lake, and is moving through Deer Park right now. That is the shift in winds. It is also a shift in air quality because there's a lot of thick smoke coming down with these winds from Canada. Had some folks tweeting back and forth within Loon Lake that saw that smoke rumble in here in the last half hour. And so places like Deer Park, you're about to get very smoky. And we're also, with this fire near Elk, about to see the winds shift here, which is extremely dangerous. So if you're near that fire in the Elk area, you need to stay on alert, be ready for anything, because those winds are shifting right now, and your visibility is about to go way down as well, so be careful out there. Here's how things are going to go. This list on your side of your screen, in fact, let's make this full screen so that way everybody can see it. This is where our when your air quality in your neighborhood is going to start going down. The most important thing is that this wind shift is going to happen in just around 2 hours on this fire. That's very important because that means that things are going to start to basically push the fire from north to south much more than it has been so far today, which has been pushing from west to east, as you can see by that area in green. That is not rain, folks. That is the smoke plume from this fire. So that brings us to this. If you are south of I-90, if the fire you can see and all that billowing smoke is north of you, so this includes the Cheney area, you cannot relax here as we head into tonight. You have to be on alert. You have to be ready for anything when this wind shifts with this fire. We will keep you updated. KXLY.com and here on 4 News Now and KXLY Plus.
Very important information, Matt. Thank you so much. And as these fires spread, we're getting new video that shows the danger so many people are in tonight. A viewer just shared this video from Silver Lake. This is east of Medical Lake, and another community evacuated as the Gray Fire is spreading. You can see the flames in their video there, but also the wind that is driving those flames toward homes. Once again, we are bringing you the latest on this fire throughout our newscasts as well as online. Download the 4 News Now app and turn on push notifications to get the important updates sent straight to your phone, especially if you need to leave the area. We'll be
Okay.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Save your greed!
I had a credit card from a big bank. I had really high interest rates on it, and I accrued a lot of debt. I went into BECU. I realized the personal loan was the right option for me. I walked out of BECU so relieved.
Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about a quarter of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
At Walker's Furniture, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a 3-day mattress sale. Beat the Labor Day crowds and save hundreds on top name brand mattresses. Many styles marked down up to 50% off. Plus, get special 5 years financing with no money down, as well as up to $300 of additional free furniture with select purchases, making it the perfect time to upgrade your sleep. This weekend only at Walker's.
The new double pepperoni Crazy Crust pizza is so nice, we pepperonied it twice. With classic and old world pepperoni, sprinkled with toasted cheeses and garlic parm crust you've got to see in slow-mo. Available for $8.99 only at Little Caesars.
Pizza. Rugged, capable off-road travel, adept at towing heavy loads, the completely redesigned Nissan Pathfinder has all the features buyers are looking for in a full-size SUV. Check these features: seating up to 8 with easy access third row, cabin noise reduction, super smooth 9-speed transmission, towing up to 6,000 pounds with 284 horsepower, classy upscale design, and two-tone style. There's lots more with this Pathfinder. Find out at Coeur d'Alene Nissan, just off Highway 95.
We got a good one for you tonight.
That's crazy.
We asked 100 married men, if you inherited a fortune, what's the first thing you'd give your wife?
A divorce.
Shopping around for an early savers account for the girls, we noticed that BECU had the best interest rate. My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
Back now to that fire burning near Medical Lake. The breaking news we've been following all evening. Within the last few minutes, the evacuation area has been expanded. So take a look at your screen. This is a new map. All the areas shaded in red, as well as everyone living near the area in gray on the west and Murphy to the east are all being told that they are under evacuation orders. And we want to go live now to our Natalie Grant, who actually had to leave the location she was reporting in during our 5 o'clock newscast to get out of this fire's path. Natalie.
Kirsten, we're a little bit further down. I hope you can hear me okay here. We're a little bit further down than we were further away because we got evacuated out of the space that we were at 5 o'clock. Take a look behind me here. This fire has now jumped I-90 here. As you can see, that area that we were at before at 5 o'clock, just right across I-90, across from Granite Lake. We believe that the fire had jumped over into that area here, and it is currently, this is South Granite Lake Road here. They evacuated all of the homes out of this area as the fire continues to move to the right here, this way, going towards Cheney. It looks like the fire is headed pretty quickly. These winds still not letting up out here tonight. But just to give you a little bit of an update on where this fire is headed, if you're in an evacuation zone, they're clearing people out quickly. So if you get that word, it's good to go. Sending things back to you.
Natalie, difficult to even hear you over for the whipping wind in that area near Medical Lake. But again, that smoke plume continues to grow behind you. And we appreciate your live reports. We are going to continue to update you throughout this newscast. The man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students was back in court today. Bryan Kohberger sat quietly during an hours-long hearing that primarily discussed the validity of genealogy and whether Kohberger's case should be paused. Our Jordan Smith was in the courtroom all day. He joins us live now from Moscow. And Jordan, what was discussed and the latest developments in this case?
Well, there's a lot of new developments in this case, Kirsten, namely that this trial is going to proceed as scheduled. The trial is set to begin October 2nd, despite a push to pause this case from the defense. Not only that, but the defense argued that the prosecution has to turn over more evidence to the defense regarding DNA. And we'll get to that in just a second here. Kohberger's defense essentially argued multiple times today that the state has not turned over all of the evidence involving the DNA in this case, including conversations involving the FBI and Idaho State Police. The defense is asking for more discovery, but prosecutor Bill Thompson adamantly said multiple times today that they had turned over everything required of them, and the conversations involving the federal government is outside of their reach. So whether the FBI chooses to share that information on how they gathered that DNA and the people that they looked into in this is up to them. The state says the defense has everything the prosecutors plan to use in the trial. And then, of course, that brings us back to that plan to pause the case. The judge ruled late today that that would not be the case. He says that the deadline for discovery is going to be September 1st, and the alibi, that vague alibi given by Bryan Kohberger, where he said he was driving around that night, the judge says that if he wants to put a more concrete alibi together, the deadline for that is by September 8th. After that, it's going to be pretty much locked in. And again, of course, everything going to proceed as normal. That trial set to begin October 2nd, a short time from now, about 6 weeks. Kirsten, we'll send it back to you.
Jordan Smith live for us tonight. Thank you, Jordan. Well, police in Post Falls have arrested a man for molesting a young boy. Investigators believing there may be more victims out there. 51-year-old Christopher John Siebers is the suspect, and he is suspected of meeting at least one underage boy online and engaging in sexual activity multiple times. Siebers was arrested during a sting operation where police were posing as a minor online. Police say he enticed the minor to meet him at his job in Coeur d'Alene, and he now faces multiple charges, including 1 count of sexual abuse of a minor. Siebers is a former employee of KXLY Radio and left the station last year. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Post Falls Police Department.
Wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour right now in Spokane. Winds are howling throughout the inland northwest, and it is bone dry. Single-digit relative humidity in many locations around Spokane. I'll let you know when conditions are going to improve after the break.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Progressions Credit Union.
Are you ready to step into the future of transportation? At Bill's Heating and AC, we're here to power your journey with convenient electric vehicle charging solutions. Take advantage of incredible tax credits and incentives available right now for EV charger installations. Our expert team can install chargers compatible with most makes or models of electric vehicles. Contact us now to learn more about our EV charger installations. Together, let's drive towards a cleaner and greener world.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. See her triumphant story and prepare to be ecstatically blown away direct from Broadway. September 19th through 24th at First Interstate Center for the Arts.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Today through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2023 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
At Findlay Downtown Toyota, we have some of the best inventory we've had in years, including an entire city block full of used recent trade-ins, lease returns, and special purchases. Plus, all vehicles come with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. And if you're looking for a new truck, SUV, or Camry, Toyota's got new inventory rolling in with great financing options. So make it a summer to remember and stop by Finley Downtown Toyota today.
Only ET's at home with Mick Fleetwood in Maui.
The whole town is no more.
After his restaurant burned down, his plans to help rebuild Maui. Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Back to school week with 4 News Now.
New facilities, new ways to learn, new schedules.
Join us for an in-depth look at what's happening inside our local schools this year. Watch Back to School Week.
Only on Good Morning Northwest.
Stop it, Robin.
Breaking news tonight, a live look from our Skycam where you can still see that massive smoke plume coming from the Gray Fire, as it's being called. It's burning thousands of acres near Medical Lake tonight. It's already forcing thousands of people from their homes, with the entire city of Medical Lake in an evacuation leave now order. Here's another look at the evacuation map. It has changed in the minutes during this newscast. Everyone living in the area in red needs to get out now. Again, that includes anyone living in the city of Medical Lake. Let's send it back now live to one of our crews in the field. We have Bronte Sorotsky live as close to the fire in Medical Lake as fire crews are allowing you. Bronte.
Yeah, guys, we are still pretty close in here. I mean, you can see behind me all of this smoke, and things have actually changed a lot in this last hour. So I'm here with Guy Gifford again just to get you guys all the latest updates. And Guy, what has really been the most significant change?
The biggest significant has jumped I-90, and also the town community of Four Lakes went to a level 3 evacuation, and now the town of Cheney is at a level 1 evacuation. The fire is still spreading. It's on the other side of I-90 and making significant runs over there.
And people, I mean, it's smoky here. There's ash. There's down power lines. So the biggest message to people to get to safety right now.
That's the biggest thing is get ready to evacuate before you need to. Don't wait.
Definitely. And, you know, and especially now that the fire, I mean, this is changing very rapidly. What people should know just about, you know, staying alert and making sure that we're on top of this.
One, pay attention to your local media stations. Also, just look outside and see what the smoke is doing. If it's blowing towards you, that means the fire is coming towards you. So just go outside and look and see what's going on with that smoke column.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Guy. As we said, you know, this fire is changing. There's still a giant cloud of smoke right over here. So just be sure to be careful out there. For now, reporting live near Medical Lake, Bronte Sorotsky for News Now.
Bronte, thank you for bringing us that breaking news just in her live shot there that Cheney is under level 1 evacuations. That's according to the Department of Natural Resources. So we are going to continue to monitor as evacuation levels here change. But Cheney means be ready. And I know that we have heard in the last hour, if you are feeling unsafe, now's the time to leave. Don't wait for an evacuation order, a get out now order. It's just time to leave. Strong winds, as you heard in Bronte's live report there, play a major factor anytime we have a wildfire, and it is not helping the fire crews on the Gray Fire. Let's send it over now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see if crews are going to get a break anytime soon.
Well, not anytime soon, but winds will be dying down, but perhaps more impactfully, winds are going to be shifting. We've been talking about this, and they'll be coming more from the north to the south, and that makes a lot of sense that they would have Cheney in level 1 evacuations as a result. I just want to show you something else that's coming along with the wind shift. This was the latest image from the Ferry County Airport in Republic. That shift in wind is bringing a tremendous amount of smoke from Canada. So not only are we having the smoke from our area wildfires, but we're also going to be adding to that. Temperatures right now in the 80s, hazy in Coeur d'Alene. That smoke plume from the Gray Fire has made it all the way to Coeur d'Alene and beyond. We'll talk about this more in the next half hour, but there have been embers that have fallen from that smoke plume as far away as Valley Ford, and those embers could cause additional fires. So if that plume is right over your place, keep an eye on your property. And here is the view from Spokane. You can see To the north of the fire, the skies are still relatively clear. That will not be the case for long. We're going to get a big push of smoke, and then we'll start pushing that fire more directly to the south. Here's a look at our air quality right now. We are in the moderate range still, showing up in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Yet to update, but we are deep into the unhealthy range in Omak and Colville. Here's a look at our smoke forecast. By 8 o'clock tonight, that heavier smoke is going to start making its way into the Spokane area. That pink is extremely dense smoke, and then that will just continue to spread across the rest of the inland Northwest. Our air quality for Saturday will likely be in that unhealthy range. It's going to be an indoor kind of a day. We're going to cool down nicely tonight. One of the coolest nights we've had in quite some time, but I would not leave the windows open to let that cool air in, because you're also going to be letting wildfire smoke in. Winds will be dying down overnight, but we still have a few hours left of, well, a couple hours left of these very gusty winds, and then slowly dying down. Breezy, though, through at least midnight. Hazy conditions tomorrow with areas of smoke, a high temperature of 86. Here's a look at lows across the region. We'll be in the 40s and 50s. Again, would be a beautiful night to open up the windows and cool down the house, but I would not recommend it. High temperatures tomorrow will be just a little above average, but with that thick layer of smoke, we may see these temperatures a little bit cooler than what you see here. Sunday, a high of 89, but then we start bringing in some moisture. What was going to be one of our big stories today, some moisture from the remnants of Hurricane Hillary, giving us a chance for some wet weather Sunday night into Tuesday before we dry out and start warming up again. We are looking at some brand new information about this shift in winds and at wind speeds around the fire, and we'll have an update for you in just a few minutes at the bottom of the hour. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. We'll be watching the winds, and we are watching multiple wildfires that are burning tonight, not just near Medical Lake, but also in Elk and Winona. We'll have much more for you coming up after the break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers use algorithms to treat every seller the same. We work with you personally. We Buy Ugly Houses customizes every purchase to every seller's needs. Call or click to sell quick.
10,000 steps a day is fine, but they're really saying it's how you step.
That's live. Olympian Shaun White.
Watch live Monday at 9, right after GMA.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Get $200 with a new checking account from Horizon Credit Union. We're here to guide you towards your dreams and put some extra cash in your pocket. Sign up in branch or online with the Get 200 promo code today.
Despite the cape, Tom here has no actual superpowers. He just entered the Super Sevens giveaway at Northern Quest. Now he's got a shot at $77,777 this month and a Yukon Denali next month. So naturally, he feels super. And we're feeling lucky he's not in a full spandex bodysuit. The Super Sevens giveaway at Northern Quest. Get your free entries daily. Details at northernquest.com.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers use algorithms to treat every seller the same. We work with you personally. We Buy Ugly Houses customizes every purchase to every seller's needs. Call or click to sell quick.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mysticwa Casino Hotel in Chewelah.
A programming note for you here on 4 News Now. We were supposed to have a special report from our sports director, Julian Minenstone, on the shakeup of the Pac-12 tonight, but because of the wildfires that are currently burning, we will not be airing that tonight. Check KXLY.com for more information on that special report. We want to go now to meteorologist Matt Gray, who has a detailed description of the winds and the shift that we're looking at tonight. Matt?
Well, this is one of the most dangerous things and one of the worst things that you can see when you're battling a big wildfire like we're seeing now is a shift in the winds. That is exactly what we are seeing. It may be a little hard to see here, and so if we can take it full screen, I'd like you to, because you can see these little arrows across Pend Oreille County. They're out of the north. Meanwhile, you head further south and they turn to more out of the east, and so we're going to be seeing a shift to north winds, these howling winds that we are seeing, especially across Spokane County. So we're going to show you something a little bit different. This is radar in 3D, folks, and what you're seeing right here is the smoke plume from this fire in Elk, where the wind shift just hit it, just within the past 15 minutes or so. You notice how all of a sudden you see the bottom end of that smoke plume starts to turn from the east to the south. And I believe there has been some radio traffic that they may be moving evacuations on that fire in Elk because of that shift in the winds. The shift in the winds is going to push the fire in a different direction. So if you're in the Elk area, you really got to pay attention here. Things are changing rapidly. You need to listen to local authorities that they come by and tell you to get out. Now, obviously, what applies to one fire certainly can apply to another. So let's zoom out. You can see, because of all the smoke in the air, we can actually see this wind shift, and that blue on your screen that's coming over Tum Tum, that is where we're seeing a lot of smoke from Canada being pushed down by these winds. The large blue-green mass near Medical Lake, that is the smoke plume from the fire, seen on our radar in 3D. How close is this wind shift to this fire? Well, we've been tracking it. It's about 12 miles an hour moving right now, maybe even a little bit faster at this point. So we are under an hour and a half away from this shift in the winds, moving into the Fairchild area and Medical Lake, and then to where this fire is. This is the reason why, as you just saw here on KXLY, why Cheney has been put into level 1 evacuations. If you are south of this fire, Granite Lake Road, Graham Road, Cheney area, even as far away as, say, Marshall, you cannot relax, folks, because the shift in the winds is going to affect how this fire behaves. It's certainly going to affect how the smoke behaves. And that is what we have been seeing in areas downwind of this fire. Hot embers falling from out of this smoke cloud. As far away as Valley Ford, we've had reports of that. In Eagle Ridge, we have been seeing embers. Lots of people showing on social media embers coming down from the sky. Time to turn on the sprinklers. It's time to go on ember patrol, especially if you are right along Highway 191 or to the west, or 195, excuse me. You got to be careful out there, because this, unfortunately, is far from over, and this fire and the impacts from it are likely to last long into the night before things even have a hope of calming down. Kirsten.
Just very important information that we're getting from our team of weather experts here at 4 News Now tonight. We are keeping a close eye on the massive fire burning near Medical Lake. This is a live look at that plume of smoke. The Department of Natural Resources says the Gray Fire, as it's being called, has destroyed at least 3,000 acres and that structures have been lost. We saw live during our 5 o'clock newscast at least one home burning. We don't know how many homes or other structures have been burned tonight, but we do know that it's been a terrifying afternoon for hundreds of people, and it will likely make for, as you heard from meteorologist Matt Gray, an uncertain night. We will be with you throughout the night as conditions change. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Next Friday, wake up with the one and only Tim McGraw in a live GMA summer concert in Central Park that's sure to make you stand up. Next Friday, it's Tim McGraw, only on GMA's Summer Concert Series, sponsored by Hot Tools.
At Kaiser Permanente, we care for all those who make your family, well, your family. That's why all of us work together to give them the care and caring that any family would. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you.
Hot Tubs. Hot Tubs. Hot Tubs. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
It's a summer roundup. This week at Cal, over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low like a stampede of savings.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
Trade up to a better set of wheels while you lower your monthly payment. Plus, special financing was brought in so you can get a fun new ride for summer.
And $44 down is all you need.
During the summer roundup this week at Cal.
At Walker's Furniture, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a 3-day mattress sale. Beat the Labor Day crowds and save hundreds on top name brand mattresses. Many styles marked down up to 50% off. Plus, get special 5 years financing with no money down, as well as up to $300 of additional free furniture with select purchases, making it the perfect time to upgrade your sleep. This weekend only at Walker's.
We are continuing to follow that breaking news out of Spokane County. Emergency crews currently battling a massive wildfire near Medical Lake tonight. Thank you for staying with us since 5 o'clock. We now know that those evacuation orders for this area in red are all leave now, and we just learned from the Department of Natural Resources that the city of Cheney is under a level 1, meaning get ready evacuation order. So Cheney, if you have not heard that in the last hour, that's the latest update from DNR. Our Bronte Sorotsky's been covering this fire all afternoon, and she actually got that update for us. Bronte, what are you seeing?
Guys, it is still so smoky outside. I mean, just take a look behind me. All that smoke coming from the ground. There's ash. My eyes are honestly burning. I mean, it is. The conditions are bad out here, and you should not be out here. And as we told you guys earlier on, conditions are changing, as are these evacuations. I'm here with Guy Gifford again. Just with everything changing so rapidly as it has today, I mean, the biggest message for people to be prepared with this. Like things like this happen.
Yeah, right now the best preparation is getting your go bags ready. That means getting your prescriptions, getting any cash, getting those things that can't be replaced, like pictures and photo albums ready to go. The other thing, think of your pets. Keep them inside, because when you got to evacuate, you don't want to spend time finding your pets and the pet food. Getting all the stuff ready to go, even preloaded in the car, having your car pointed out, and also know how your garage door opens without power. People will lose power, and you gotta know how to get out of the house if they lose electricity.
Definitely, especially with those down power lines that we saw earlier. And another thing you and I were talking about earlier is just how this is a huge fire, and just with the huge response that is coming with it. You're telling me it's all hands on deck countywide.
Yeah, this is one of those all hands on deck countywide. Basically anyone who has anything with this, they're here, whether it's the police departments, fire districts, all those county resources are coming here to assist us, because it's just such a huge fire this is. And by tomorrow, we'll have resources throughout the state here to assist with this fire.
Okay, thank you so much for that update. Once again, the area is under level 3 evacuations, and these evacuations are changing, so just be sure to stay safe. Now reporting live near Medical Lake, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Bronte. Crews have ordered the community of Winona to evacuate because of a separate fire that is now 5,000 acres burning near Winona. This is in Whitman County on the Palouse. State officials say it is burning through grass and brush and threatening crops, homes, and buildings. The state is now sending resources to this fire as well. And Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins me now. Chris, this is the exact thing that our team of meteorologists and weather experts here at 4 News Now warned as we had several back-to-back weather alert days this week.
Yes, and this is turning out to be the worst case scenario, unfortunately, and we still have a few hours left of this worst case scenario. The red flag warning goes until 9 o'clock, but really in the next hour to hour and a half, what we are watching for is that shift in winds that we have told you about all evening, shifting more to a northerly flow, and that's what's going to be pushing that wind closer to the Cheney area. I do want to update you, 904 has now been closed. That wind shift is actually speeding up and will be moving through the fire area, the gray fire area, between 7:30 and 8 with 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts. Here's wind gusts across the region, and they are already very powerful. You can see these arrows are the wind direction coming more northerly. Our air quality has really gone downhill in some of those northern counties, still a little bit more westerly further to the south, but not for long. Here's a look at our closest official station to the fire at Fairchild Air Force Base. 15 mile per hour sustained winds out of the west, but gusts to 24 miles per hour. And that is going to continue for the next couple of hours before the winds slowly die down. They're not going to come to an immediate halt. It will become more breezy and then finally calmer overnight, but we're not looking for light winds any time tonight. Here's a look at our evening winds. 8 o'clock, we're still looking at 16 to 20 mile per hour gusts, becoming more northwesterly by 10 o'clock. And here's a look at some of the other winds around the region. Still 30 mile per hour gusts at the airport, 14 mile per hour gusts in downtown, and very dry conditions as well. We have single-digit relative humidity, and so all of these factors combining to make for critical fire weather conditions, and it is going to be a difficult next few hours before those winds finally settle down and our relative humidity recovers somewhat. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Another live look for you at this gray fire, as it's being called, near Medical Lake, destroying at least 3,000 acres. We have crews spread out across the fire line, and we will continue to update you. Stay with us.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and of course you can't become, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or get $6,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Great Floors is rolling out the red carpet and celebrating over 50 years with store-wide discounts and savings, including instant savings on Karastan products designed to inspire beautiful living. Want to recreate your space? Our team of experts will help you find the perfect flooring and tile for every room, including a huge selection of Karastan carpet and LVP. We also offer 12-month financing. Visit our showroom today and celebrate life on Great Floors.
The time to buy is now. Yes, RV show pricing continues at R&R RV in North Spokane. Over 125 RVs are indoors at 525 East Francis. You'll save thousands with rebates and show discounts on Cougar, Rockwood, Montana, Class B vans, and more. Everything show price. You don't want to shop in this heat. Shop over 125 RVs indoors now at R&R RV in North Spokane, 525 East Francis, or online at rnrrv.com.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
The 50-year-old mystery. What happened to Bonnie and Mitchell? Next, Inside Edition. They disappeared on their way to the largest music festival ever. 600,000 fans were there.
They haven't been seen since 1973.
I want my brother back in any shape or form. I love my brother.
Then, can America's pop princess ever find true love again? Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
We're on Windy Bay in Worley, Idaho, just by Sunup Bay on the Coeur d'Alene Reservation. Right now we are at Camp 4 Echoes. 85 years ago, the Central Lions Club of Spokane was super generous and donated a plot of land to Girl Scouts. We have been serving girls in the Inland Northwest since 1938. It is a very traditional Girl Scout camp. Campers get an opportunity to shoot an arrow, cook over a campfire, make new friends, swim in the lake, and now we'll have an opportunity to fly through the air.
I'm here specifically this week to help train and authorize different individuals to be able to work on the course, train them on different procedures for the Aerial Adventure Park. We build, design, construct, and accredit different aerial adventure experiences, challenge course experiences, all through the greater Northwest. So this course right here is a self-guided or a self-belayed experience, meaning that each participant's out there with their own set of safety lanyards, and they get to go throughout the course and are really in charge of themselves as they maneuver through the elements themselves. Unique feature of this course, out there suspended over the valley looking down on the lake, we do have a big traditional canoe that's suspended up in the air.
We have a really strong boating program, and so we had a lot of canoes, which is why we said, let's put one of our canoes that we have, put it up in the trees. Girl Scouts, our mission statement is building girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. And this new high ropes course is able to do all three of those things all at once. It's incredible. I love getting to spend my time just on the lake and being able to share it with so many kids that come through camp.
That was our brand new Air 4 adventure this week. And here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Our beautiful courses welcome you. Downriver, Esmeralda, Indian Canyon, and Qualchin. It's your time to enjoy the game. There are no bad golf days. Book your tee time online at SpokaneGolf.org.
In the heart of the Pacific Northwest, where hard work meets rugged beauty, there's a family that relies on the best, relies on powerful Kubota tractors and personal equipment support. They stand for hard work and dedication, shown in their pastures and animals. From fertile valleys to steep hillsides, Adams Tractor is here to support the backbone of the Northwest. We are your trusted Kubota dealership, with 5 locations to serve your needs. Visit AdamsTractor.com.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Spokane's hottest music.
Man, I feel just like a rock star.
Hot 96.9.
It's a summer roundup. This week at Cal, over 300 rigs have been strategically priced low like a stampede of savings.
We're not horsing around with these special buys.
Trade up to a better set of wheels while you lower your monthly payment. Plus, special financing was brought in so you can get a fun new ride for summer.
And $44 down is all you need.
During the summer roundup this week at Cal.
Our beautiful courses welcome you. Downriver, Esmeralda, Indian Canyon, and Qualchin. It's your time to enjoy the game. There are no bad golf days. Book your tee time online at SpokaneGolf.org.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water-wise this summer.
We continue to follow that large, fast-moving fire being fanned by the winds right near Medical Lake. At least 3,000 acres have burned so far this evening. We've been following this for hours, and we turn now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with a look at the wind speeds that has not been helping fire crews in the least. Chris?
No, unfortunately, and we saw this wind event coming days ago. That's why today was a weather alert day for that critical fire weather danger. National Weather Service put out fire weather watches and fire weather warnings about this, and we are continuing to see those gusty winds, 30-mile-per-hour winds in Spokane. Right now, many locations, they're still coming from the west. Sandpoint, you'll notice now coming out of the northwest. That wind shift is working its way closer and closer to that gray fire. It's made its way through the Elk Fire and is expected to cross over the fire near Medical Lake in the next hour and a half, between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. And as that shift, that is going to push that fire more in a direct south location, and that takes it toward Cheney. Now, at that same time, we're going to start to see our winds dying down more. It'll come through with 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts, but then those winds will start to relax. Here's a look at our wind forecast. Now, these are the sustained winds. At 7 o'clock, still 14-mile-per-hour winds, still very windy at 8 o'clock with those higher gusts. But then things start to slowly die down. It's still going to be breezy at 10, 11 o'clock. We'll still see 20-mile-per-hour gusts. But then by 1 a.m., things will have really calmed down. We're going to be seeing our winds more in that 5 to 10 mile per hour, perhaps 15 miles per hour at times, and that will certainly be a big help. In addition to the gusty winds, we have very, very dry air across the region. It is unusual to see single-digit relative humidity. That is Sahara Desert-like dry conditions. 8% relative humidity at the airport, 15% in Cheney. That is dry, only 10% in Spangle. As we get into the night, we'll start to see those relative humidity values improve. Meanwhile, let's take a look now at our smoke forecast. You are going to notice a tremendous increase in smoke, and it will be somewhat from the fires burning near Elk, burning at Medical Lake, but really it's coming from Canada. As our winds shift to more northerly, we will see that very, very smoke-laden air take over the inland northwest. Expect an indoorsy kind of day tomorrow with our air quality very likely in the unhealthy range for most of the day. Hopefully, there'll be some improvement on Sunday. Tomorrow we'll also have lighter winds. Here's a look at our air quality. Right now, still in the moderate range, but unless you are right along that smoke plume coming from Medical Lake, but we will see that degrading as we get into the night. Increasing smoke tonight, hazy conditions. It'd be a great night to open up the windows, but I would keep them closed. 53 for an overnight low. That's as low as it's been in quite some time. 86 for a high tomorrow with areas of smoke. This is better. Northeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hopefully those lighter winds will be a big help to firefighters. 86 for the high. Here's a look at your planning forecast. We're going to be fairly warm again on Sunday, but then late Sunday, we're going to start to see some moisture coming up from the south, and it's actually the remnants of Hurricane Hillary that will increase our relative humidity. And boy, would it be great if we could get some rain. It's not a sure thing, but at least there is a chance. And we will, again, see those relative humidity values increase as the remnants from that hurricane start working its way into our area. We have some cooler weather ahead next week as well. Kirsten, it's going to be a tough next 2 to 3 hours and then very slow improvements.
Hope on the horizon. Thank you, Chris. The Post Falls Police Department is mourning the loss of K-9 officer Mac. Mac was a 4-year-old K-9 officer. He had been with the department for 2 years, and he died from heat exhaustion when the air conditioning system failed at the boarding facility he was being held overnight. The Bonner County Sheriff's Office is investigating. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
America, it's the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need. Lock in great rates and get $1,000 trade assist cash on a 22 Escape or 23 Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
Introducing the pizza so nice, we pepperonied it twice. The new double pepperoni crazy crust pizza from Little Caesars. Picture this: classic pepperoni and crispy curly old world pepperoni, sprinkled with toasted cheeses, finished with a garlic parmesan crust that must be seen in slow-mo to be believed. Holy moly, are you picturing this? Get a large double pepperoni crazy crust for just $8.99. Available all day or hot and ready from 4 to 8 p.m. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. Tina Turner's triumphant story is live on stage in the mega hit musical direct from Broadway. Prepare to be ecstatically blown away. September 19th through 24th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. On sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
When you're looking to upgrade the look and energy efficiency of your home, no one does a better job at a better price than McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. For over 65 years, McVeigh Brothers has been on the cutting edge of the newest technologically advanced products sold. We're now offering triple pane windows, custom colored windows of your choice, and amazing mini blinds between the glass that will last a lifetime. At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $399 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU, here for good.
We continue to follow the fire burning near Medical Lake that has forced the entire city to evacuate their homes tonight. We have a view from our sky cam where the smoke plume has been visible for several hours now. And we go live to our Bronte Saratsky, who knows about these evacuation levels and the area that's been changing by the minute. Bronte?
Well, Kirsten, we've been here all evening. I'm here with Guy Gifford again with DNR, just with a quick overview of just all these evacuations as they've been changing. It's been changing a lot tonight.
Yeah, a lot of we keep expanding the evacuation areas as the fires continue to grow and grow and grow. People need to be paying attention to local media, paying attention to alerts that come on the phone to know if they're under any level of evacuations. Even if they're just in the vicinity, not evacuation, people should be very vigilant.
Okay, thank you so much. And this is something that we are going to be continuing to bring you updates with. For now, reporting live near Medical Lake, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Bronte. We have been talking about Cheney being under a level 1 evacuation for the last hour, several areas, and this is not the only wildfire that's been burning, Chris.
No, also up around Elk, that fire continues to grow. We are still seeing very gusty winds around the region, and those will slowly die down.
And meteorologist Matt Gray has been with us throughout the newscast as well, talking about those winds and how they're shifting.
That's right. Shift already happening in Elk, shift coming to this Gray fire coming up. Be vigilant out there.